Welcome to RFA Convention 2025, where we celebrate trucking.
Folks, I give you South Africa's comedic legend, the cousin, Barry Hilton! So I have to do my whole presentation from this mic. Oh, the mic's coming. Well done. Obviously, these guys have just started their business today. Thank you very much. Hello, how's it? Lekker. Is everybody woke? No? You can see your oaks are not woke. Look at a truck outside. It says man. And the other one is deaf. Have you been deaf? It's like an extra in a Transformers movie. It's lovely to be here. I was on the stage last night, funny enough, in Durban, and this woman actually shouted out, "Are you woke?" I said, "Since 7. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. If you want to be if you're a bloke and you want to be a woman, it's up to you. I don't care. Okay? If you're a woman, you want to be a bloke, it's up to you. I really don't care. And it's got nothing to do with anybody else. But you've got to see, there are some things that don't happen when you change sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? This guy, Leah Thomas, the swimmer. Have you seen him? The swimmer. Used to be a bloke, 2000th in the world. Became a female and wins. And a reporter said, they were talking about it. And they asked me, "What do you think about this Leah Thomas? Why do you think he wins?" I said, "He's in a perfectly straight line, the whole 400 meters. And they said, "How come?" I said, "Well, he's still got a rudder, basically." And one of these days, the wokeness is going to go through with this flippant swimming. I mean, they're going to penalize the swimmers in breaststroke for using their arms, for God's sakes. So, you got to laugh. And you know, who's that? Oh, Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner, who's now? Caitlyn Jenner. Okay, brilliant. I think that is fantastic because it takes a lot of bravery to be a person like that, a well-known person who beat all the men anyway, and then decided he wanted to become a she. Yeah. And I thought, that took a lot of balls. Now he's a cut above the rest. So, she's a cut above. But what she doesn't tell you, and I love it to pieces, I mean, I think, no, I'm being serious. Caitlyn and I, we like this. That's Caitlyn, there's me. So, what she doesn't tell you, and it's a sad thing because it's biology. Every year, Caitlyn Jenner, the great, brilliant, she still once a year has to go get her prostate checked. You don't have to film me the whole time, just clips will do. Thank you. Because which joke was that? The first one or the one I just did now? Now, you see, it's okay for you. Men have to go do this. They can stick a probe on Mars and analyze soil samples digitally. But in South Africa, once a year, if you're a bloke, you've got to get some doctor to put his finger in your poo-pole. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that, and it's scary. If you get older, it's scary. You ladies won't understand. It's humiliating. I thought I was at a Diddy party, for God's sake. So there I am lying on a table. You oaks are quick, eh? There I am lying. I mean, it's the truth. If you read about this Diddy party now, I mean, you got to ask yourself, Will Smith. Anyway. Is that too quick? So I'm lying on this by the doctor, you know what I'm saying, for the medical examination. I'm naked, got my knees around my ears. You know what it feels like, madam? I'm sure all the guys here would like to know what room you're staying in. So we've got to put that to bed. So I'm lying there, knees around my flipping ears. The doctor said to me, "What can I do to make you feel comfortable, Mr. Hilton?" I said, "Kiss me." And he did. So, I go twice a year now. When I get nervous, I use humor. I do a very interesting talk one day. You might hear me talking about how humor works, and it's quite simple. But when I get nervous, I use humor all the time, and so I can't flip and help it. It's my sort of go-to. All right. So he's about to do this thing, and I said to him, "Cut to the chase, bro. Cut to the chase. Don't do one finger. Clap two fingers." He said to me, "Why on earth would I put two fingers in your anus?" I said, "You're a doctor, bro. You're going to ask for a second opinion sooner or later." So, you got to laugh, haven't you? I mean, life is tough. It's tough. Are you okay, boss? Have you taken those tabs? You know? It's got to be cool. I mean, how's this place? I've been here. Oh, hello. He's the lead artist. Actually, it's a lead artist, but it's fun. It's fun. So I didn't realize I was at, wow. Flip sakes. Look at me, girls. Sex object. I ask women for sex, and they object. I've got 7 children. 7, girls, 7. Because I've been married 47 years. Not to the same woman. So I got kids. When I go to the Spur with my kids, they feel sorry for me and give me a discount. I've got kids. Who's got kids? We all got kids. Who goes to the Spur? Exactly. I think you get a gold medal. My oldest is 45. My youngest is 15. Oldest 45, youngest 15, bro. What does that tell you? I'll tell you what it tells you. I've been eating at the Spur. For 47 years. Now, I've been eating at the Spur for 47 years. And I still haven't worked out the words to. You got to laugh. I'm so glad now things have changed. You know what I'm saying? Because you used to follow your dad when you went to restaurant. For years, I just thought the only thing they sold in restaurant was a T-bone steak well done with monkey gland sauce. That was my thing. Until one day I said to my dad, "Dad, what type of chef would think to himself, I wonder what the gland of a monkey tastes like?" End of story. You didn't do that. Because you have to eat, because I'm a carnivore, bro. I'm a carnivore. I like eating meat. I mean, I bumped into a vegetarian yesterday in the pavilion. I know that because she told me. I accidentally bumped into her. She said, "What are you doing?" "I'm a vegetarian." I said, "Are you married?" "Yes, and my husband's a vegetarian too." I said, "You both vegetarians?" "Yes." So, "Well, how did you meet?" I gave her carrots, but you don't understand. So, what's happening in the world of late? Besides that and that. Oh my giddy aunt, Donald Trump, I love him. He's the most sharp oak in our flippin' world, Donald Trump. I'm telling you, let me finish. Donald Trump, his genius is this. Donald Trump is worth 80 billion US dollars. And his genius is he owes the bank 100. It's the truth. Did you see that cock when they almost shot him? Hey, do you remember that? Please, man. He planned it. He said, "Oaks, we're behind in the polls. What I'm going to do, let's get on and do an attempted assassination, but it must be coordinated." Okay. I'm going to get on the stand, and I'm going to be on the stand for exactly 27 minutes. Not 26, not 28. Exactly 27 minutes, bro. At exactly 27 minutes, I'm going to turn my head to the right, 19 degrees. Not 18, not 17, 19. And when I do that, we get somebody to shoot me. We need somebody. We've got a guy who's been to the range 3 times. He's perfect. So when I do that, and if he misses my ear, it's okay. There's a fat oak behind me. I'll die. It's fine. So what a lot of cock. Okay. So then somebody else, because you know they hate stuff. Politicians hate this and all that stuff. Oh, is that my time? Okay. Politicians, they hate each other. All right. So the left wing are saying, Joe Biden, what a good act. Joe Biden, good flippin' act. He stepped down for the good of America. Okay. The right wing said, Joe Biden, what a poor ball. But the good news is, he stepped down at the election race, and the best news is, he doesn't know yet. So, and you check, to be the president in America, the president of America, you have to be born in the US of A. But that's wrong, but because clearly you can see Donald Trump is from the Orange Free State. Do you know what I'm saying? So, somebody else wrote about it. They said Donald Trump is actually not from this world. What do you mean? He's an alien. Now, do we believe in aliens? It's up to you. I didn't, when that first Alien movie came out, I didn't go see it because I thought it was an Afrikaans movie about a guy by himself. Now, I went there, it said alien. Who wants to watch a documentary about Steve Hofmeyr, for God's sake? And then somebody else said, no, he is an alien, but he's not a normal alien. He's an alien who can shape shift. So apparently when they shot, the bullet was going to miss him, and he shape shifted his ear like. What a lot of cock. I don't know about you, Alex. I am a full-blooded heterosexual male. And if a woman strips off in front of me, I shape shift. Sometimes it's hard. You have to laugh. Why are you sitting in the middle by yourself? Have you thought of deodorant? Well, what's your name, my friend? Hey? Lazarus. What's your real name, bro? I mean, now come on, you must have a vernacular name. You don't know? Okay. Well, your parents missionaries or something. Or maybe Madonna. So Lazarus, can I tell you something? It's quite strange you should say that, Lazarus, because generally people of different cultures use their own type of names, which suits their culture. You see, for instance, White Oaks, David, Peter, Paul, John, easy. Okay. Usual, you've ruined my joke, usual black people give kids power names like, Bru, what's your name? Lastborn. This is my small brother, oops. Afrikaners, on the other hand, you know, you actually should be certified. Afrikaans men are terrible. I'm telling you now. If a child is born into an Afrikaans family, if it's a boy, his fate is sealed. The father gives this child the cuckest possible name he can possibly give to an unsuspecting child. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm joking? And he goes to school every day with this really bad name. And he gets into arguments every day. And he has to defend himself and bliksem everybody. And then he gets massively big and becomes a springbok. That's the whole reason why they do that. Now my name is, you don't know, my name is actually David. David Barry Hilton, that's my name, David Barry. My dad insisted on David. My mother insisted on Barry. My mother did the woman trick. We'll call him Barry, Jack. And he said, actually, Barry's a good name. I think, yeah. I heard my parents discussing my name when I was in my mother's womb. Don't laugh, I'm sharp. I heard them talking in the lounge about my name. I heard them going like that. What do you think is a girl's child? When I was born, my father changed his mind. He said to the nurse, this child will be called David. You know, I didn't speak to him for 2 years. Is that just me? I can't help it. Who's got young kids? It's brilliant, eh? Kids. Now, my children now have got children. And my one boy in London, he's in Edinburgh, phoned me up. He said to me, Dad, I'm very sorry. I said, for what? He said, for all the nonsense I gave you when I was a child. I said, why? He says, because it's happening to me. Exactly. The wheel turns, bro. And he asked me this odd question. Dad, could you tell if I made a poop in my pants? Yeah, bro. He said, did I do it a lot? I said, you would actually put you down for the championship. He said, could you tell perhaps like if I was like 40 meters away? Could you tell I pooped in my rods? I said, instantly. He said, how did you know? I said, if you pooped in your pants, no matter where you are, as a lightie, you do a quick impression of a meerkat, you know. Don't you love? Have you got kids, my friend? Lazarus. Lazarus, fantastic. Well done. How old? 23. Pardon? 15. Well done. My 15-year-old is a machine, bro. But, you know, it happens. When I was 15, I was naughty, bro. I was naughty. But it was different in those days. You could leave school early. I left school standing at 6-second break. The teacher called me stupid, you know that? Stupid! You are stupid! And you're going to fail. You're going to be in this class again every year until you are not stupid anymore. What have you got to say about that? I said, sir, I've checked the school records, eh? You've been in this class for 10 years, bro. Which was the last day I went to school, funny enough. Now, before I know, I'm on the do you know what I just saw now on the clock? 3:16. Thought of a Bible verse there because I believe. Do you believe? Yeah. How's this? Have you seen all the stuff now about spaceships are coming and all that things? You know what I'm saying? And parallel universes. Are you serious? My wife said to me, how would I be like in a parallel universe? I said, you'd be fantastic, but you still wouldn't be able to park the car. Imagine if aliens landed on Earth. But they wouldn't stand a flippant chance. Who saw that movie, District 9? Exactly. It's about a spaceship that breaks down over Soweto, which tells you that Toyota parts fit anything. So you've got to ask yourself this. If there's an alien nation out there somewhere in the universe, it's one of the universes, they've got the technology to build a rocket to escape the gravitational pull of their planet. Okay. And fly across the universe in like 7 minutes. Okay. Pass a few black holes via Swaziland. Do you honestly think that the logistics department would have said to them, guys, Invasion 101 Earth shouldn't really start in Soweto? Could you actually imagine it? It's like... Voetsek omlogo! Give me your cell phone! Have you ever been accused of that? You're a gentleman, you're sharp, you're focused. Have you noticed? You're in the group, no matter what you are, you're in a group of everybody, all different cultures. But if somebody loses their cell phone, who do they ask first? They'll come up to you, they'll say, Lazarus, my bro, I don't know if have you checked my phone, bro? It's true. And you say, no, I haven't. And so you haven't seen my phone. Okay. Lazarus over here hasn't seen my phone, bro. Look, I know you're the CEO and all that cock, but I've got to cover all bases now. Ring the phone now. Ring it now. Ring it now! and then the phone rings in somebody else's pocket. Do they apologize to you, Lazarus? No. What do they say to you? Did you put that phone? You got to laugh. Thank you. I'm going to see you later. I don't know. I'm going to have lunch now because I've been waiting all the time because I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Are you coming back on stage now? I've got 10 seconds. Stupid joke. Stupid joke. Who knows how Neisner was named? Was named by two daggarukkers on the beach. And the one was like that. It's nice enough. That's my time, my cousin.